Got cold last night. I started out in a t-shirt and my UPs, and by the end of the night I'm in most of my clothing. That's what I get for bringing my lightweight quilt instead of my normal one. But I'm gonna get up, get some coffee, and go hit those other lakes today. Well, let's see what the day has brought us. So I didn't mention, but I always put my food in one of these bear bags, and I take it out of camp a distance. Generally, if we're in a flat area, I take it downwind. That way the smell of the food's not blowing through my camp, but away from my camp. So what I have here, this is MSR Pocket Rocket 2. This is just a 4-ounce fuel container. I'm gonna pour probably about 8 ounces of water in there. Now another trick here is do not boil this, just get it warm. And this is the Black Rifle Coffee Company instant coffee that I use, and I just put like one of these Truvies in it just to sweeten it just a little bit. Alright, that's probably good. And I use 2 packets of this instant coffee just because I like strong coffee. And there you go. So what's nice about this kit is everything fits inside this pot. I use the pot for drinking. It just, it doubles as a cup. This is the 750 milliliter. I can fit a 4-ounce container like this in the bottom, and then I just fold up my MSR. This is the Pocket Rocket 2. It goes inside, and then I have some lighters that go inside as well. And then there's a mesh bag that goes over the top, but very lightweight, and these aren't all that expensive either. That just hits the spot. So I've got everything I need for today. I'll probably be gone most of the day. GCX, let's go. I'm gonna pass by this lake. It doesn't look too promising. This section looks really shallow. It's pretty though. Oh, I see it. There she is. Hi, Mama. You're okay, Mama. Pretty deer. Okay, let's find a spot down by the water. Let's see if I can get down on this rock. It's pretty dicey. Log is slick. Alright, first cast. I've got a rainbow trout rooster tail on here. beautiful lake. Oh, there we go. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh wow. This feels like a good fish. I can't get spooled. Come on. Oh, it came off. Dang it. Did it break me off? No, it did. It just came off. Oh my god. Oh, that's insane. Oh. My line feels okay. This side of the lake looks so awesome, but there is no beaches. So I might just go barefoot. Oh God, fish just jumped right to my right. There we go. Oh God, it's another good one. Oh shoot. Look at the size of this trout. Oh God. Thing is like at least 18. Easy, tiger. Got 4-pound test. Look at this trout. It's like steelhead fight. Steelhead fight. Oh my goodness. I have got to go shoeless. This trout. Oh, there it comes off. Oh, that's okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's it. I'm gonna go shoeless. Oh, man. I need to retie. I've got some. You chewed me up just a little bit right there. Oh, goodness. I'm guessing that thing was 18, maybe even 20 inches. It looked like a small steelhead. So here's a few observations from this fishing trip. One, I'm going to beef up my line. This is 4-pound CX P line. It's very fine. So I'm really undergunned for these fish. So I'll probably at least go to a 6-pound test, maybe even go to my 4 to 8-pound rod. So I've been fishing barbless hooks. These are barbed, but I've pinched down the barbs just because I'm not keeping anything. So if I had heavier line and barbed hooks, I probably would have landed both of those fish. But it's okay, I don't even care. So I'm right across from where I hooked that big one and lost it. It's right over there where that log is coming up out of the water. Oh God. My God, there's another big one down in there. Just missed it. So let's put on a blue. Sometimes this works really good in mountain lakes. Oh, there we go. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh wow, it's a big one. Lord, there's a log right there. Oh no. Oh, he's hung up on this log right here. Come on, come on, come on. Look at this fish. It's another good one. Oh my. I just want to get my hands on one of these things. Look at this fish. See if I can tell this thing like a steelhead. I mean, that thing's the size of a steelhead. I just don't want to lose my lure primarily. Look at this fish. Look at this fish. I just got it right in that corner. I got you, brother.
fish. Oh my God. Oh my God. That has got to be the biggest trout I've ever caught. It's not a steelhead. Oh my goodness. What? Oh. I never want to go home. Oh. That's the biggest trout I've ever caught. I have hooked 3 trout that size in the last couple hours. One of them was right on the other side here. I never even saw that fish. Then almost, where's that at? Almost directly across from me here. I had one, which I've got good footage of it, but it just came off. Because I'm fishing with barbless hooks. What stresses me out is this is just 4-pound test line, and it's P-line CX, so it's really fine diameter. It's a lot smaller than Trilene 4-pound XL. I have to say, I'm so glad I have a 7.5-foot rod. It's an ultralight, but it still has a pretty good backbone to it, clearly. It's almost like using a small steelhead rod. I think I'm just gonna turn the cameras off, drink some water, and just kick back for a minute. Well, after that fight, I drank all my water. So I'm gonna filter some water real quick. I figured I'd show you what I'm doing here. So this is a Catadine Be-Free. This is the best water filter that I have found. It flows super fast. I'll show you. So this is essentially the dirty water bag. So I just fill that up with lake water. Tighten that down as much as you can. And I usually just take a paper towel, kind of dry that off. You don't want any of the dirty water getting in your clean water supply. What I try to do is have it at an angle so that if it does leak out the seal, it doesn't actually go into the clean water. I just like how fast it flows. And there you have it, 16 ounces of clean water. If you're interested in one of these, I'll put a link down below in the description field. I want to say they're about $40 for the whole kit. So here's the predicament I'm in. Look this way. So I think I'm just gonna scale up to the top of this rock right here. Rock climbing. Rage rock climbing. Gravy. I've done sketchier things before. My wife's probably not going to be real happy with me. David's like, yeah, why is this a elk hunting? Hopefully that's not a false peak. Okay, it's good. We're good. Sorry, honey. It's what we do. It's what I do. Rage rock climbing. It's approaching 3 o'clock. And as much as I want to fish this lake more, I kind of want to hit a few more on the way back to camp, which is a couple miles away. I've already walked almost 5 miles. So I'm thinking I might just beat feet. Leave this place as a memory for now. I'll be back. I'll be back. Heading to the second lake. Looks like I have some elevation coming up. I hit peak elevation, now I'm heading back down. So I'm approaching the second lake. Now, I'm not going to fish all these lakes completely around like I have been with these other lakes, just because I'm on a time crunch. It's a little after 3, and I still have a ways to go to get back to camp. And there's several more lakes I want to hit. At least get a cast in. It's pretty shallow right here. But hey, I'm not going to catch anything if I don't take a cast. Okay. This is planted. I verified that. Looks like it's a little deeper to the left here. This spot looks a little bit better. Here's lake number 3. It's lake number 4. Came up on me quick. I'm ready to get down to it. Let's just take a cast. See if I can get a brook trout. Come out from the woods. Try not to lose my. Yeah, it's super shallow. At least right here. Lake 4. So I've almost walked 7 miles today. I'm not saying the trail's 7 miles, but I'm tracking every time I walk down to the lakes. Lake number 5. It's pretty dinky. Alright, let's take a few casts. It's pretty shallow. Oh, fish just jumped. And heading back to camp. Only about half mile to camp. It's a pretty trail. Home sweet home. Well, that was a long day. 8 hours and 58 minutes. And exactly 8.25 miles. Oh, but what a day it was. I fished 5 different lakes. The first one, the biggest one, of course, I caught my personal best trout by far. I had 2 others on, one I never saw, but man, it was peeling line. It was like a steelhead fight. Never even saw it before it popped off. And then the second fish that I hooked, again, another huge rainbow trout. I'm using barbless hooks, so it just threw the hook when it was jumping and thrashing around there. That's okay, because the third one made up for it, because it was by far the biggest trout that I've caught other than steelhead. But my plan is I'm gonna get everything situated and I'm gonna go jump in the lake.
Well, good morning. It's coffee time. It actually didn't get as cold last night, but something woke me up. I don't even know what time it was. It was in the middle of the night. It sounded like a bark. What it reminded me of is a bear. So I just did the alone show, hey bear, and it just kind of went away. I mean, I guess it could have been a coyote, but my guess is it's a bear, as in a black bear, which I'm not terribly concerned about. I almost think that maybe it came in and just smelled me and kind of gave out a bark, probably as it ran off. It's just such a beautiful place to camp. I'm lucky I stayed, because when I first got here it was so smoky. And that's my highly plagiarized, alone version of taking down my shelter. So let's go look and see what I've got going on here. So I've already got everything packed up. Stuff that's gonna kind of go on the outside. So I put my sleeping bag, tent, and then everything on top so I can really crush it down. I'm gonna only carry enough water to get me back to the truck. So I'm gonna drink one liquid IV and then I'm out of here. I know it was ballsy to put on a t-shirt, but when I'm moving, I don't think the mosquitoes are gonna really bother me. They don't really bother me much anyway. It's more of an annoyance. Man, this has been one of the coolest spots I've ever camped. Hopefully I can get back here at some point. Oh man, I hate to leave. I'll just move into this place. So awesome. All right, let's go. Well, it looks like my truck's in one piece. It's always a good sign. That was awesome. Let's check my track. I left at about 8:20 this morning and it's just after noon, 12:09. 7 miles, well 7.11 miles. 3 hours and 45 minutes. Of course I stopped and chatted with several people along the way. I think I've probably hiked about 25 miles. I know for sure 24, but I'm gonna round it off to about 25 because there were times I wasn't actually tracking. I fished 9 different lakes. Caught my personal best trout, which, that was so awesome. Get my Loomis off here before I do something stupid. Yeah, this backpacking is so much fun. The only thing I'm kind of bummed about is I didn't start doing this until about 5 years ago. I just wish I had started earlier. Our timelines are only so long. But if you haven't done backpacking, I highly encourage you to try it. I'll put a list of all of my backpacking equipment. You know, it's just stuff that I've learned from different podcasts like Hunt Backcountry, the EXO mountain gear guys that make my pack. They have an awesome podcast for backcountry hunting, but it goes for backpacking too because they talk a lot about weight. All right, so I'm gonna get out of these boots, probably change my clothes and head home. I really need a shower. I took a couple dips in that lake I was camped out, but that just doesn't do the trick, especially after walking another 7 miles, and it's a little bit warm today. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.